Let us solve the inequality x into x minus 1 is greater than x minus 1 by x. Let us write this inequality as inequality 1. We observe that x equal to 0 cannot be solution of this inequality because left hand side remains undefined. Right hand side remains undefined and left hand side is just 0. So we take x not equal to 0 and multiply by a positive quantity x square both left hand side and right hand side. So we multiply this expression by x square and then this one as well by x square. Since x is not equal to 0, we can cancel x out. So we can cancel x out and we can write this one as x cube into x minus 1 is greater than x into x minus 1. Now you see that we can add or subtract something from the inequality and the inequality do not change. So we can take this expression to the left hand side, that is same as subtracting x into x minus 1 to both sides. So we are simply subtracting x into x minus 1 on both sides, x into x minus 1 on both sides. You see x into x minus 1 gets cancelled and then from this expression, we can take something common. What is that? We can take x into x minus 1 common. When we do so, we are left out with x square and minus 1 is greater than 0. 2 minus 2, 0. Anything minus anything is 0. Now we see that we can factorize x square minus 1. So we can write this expression as x minus 1 into x plus 1 is greater than 0. We simply use the formula a square minus b square equal to a minus b into a plus b. A equal to x and b equal to 1. So x minus 1 into x plus 1. Oh, x minus 1 occurs twice. That is same as saying x minus 1 into x minus 1 is x minus 1 whole thing square into x plus 1, we copy as it is greater than 0. Now you see that x minus 1 whole thing square is positive as long as x is not equal to 1. So we assume x not equal to 1. So we assume, initially we have assumed x is not equal to 0. Now we assume x is not equal to 0 and initially we have assumed x is not equal to 0. Now further we assume x is not equal to 1. So this quantity is anyway positive. So this expression x into x plus 1 must be greater than 0. So from there it follows that x into x plus 1 must be greater than 0. Now we see that product of two numbers is greater than 0. Then we must have both x into x plus 1 is greater than 0. So both x is greater than 0. Oh, x is greater than 0 and x plus 1 is greater than 0. Or we can have x is less than 0 and x plus 1 is less than 0. In this case, we obtain x is greater than 0 and x is greater than minus 1. So we can say that x is greater than 0. That's enough. Or x is less than 0 and x is less than minus 1. So we can say that x is less than minus 1. So we have final answer. Either x has to be positive or x has to be less than minus 1. So we can write it in the form of interval as well. Therefore, x belongs to 0 to infinity. That's the case when x is positive, union minus infinity to minus 1. And we are done.